hello, hello. I was just... So on my desk right now, I have... Sorry, this is really not even that funny. It's gonna be such a disappointing reveal when I actually explain what So on my desk right now is really hot. I have my mic in front of me, and I also have this little desk fan. Here, let me... Can you hear it? Can you hear it? So I pressed record, and I leaned in and started this recording. And I spoke directly into the fan. This is me speaking into the fan. This is me speaking into the mic. It probably doesn't sound that different to you. Okay, this is the intro. I love you. Here's more of book 15. Oh, hey, great news. Great medical news. I got some results back. I'm not dying. We have a treatment plan, and it's actually pretty good. Enjoy the episode. So, chapter 13, they are in the woods behind the cabin, as per usual, for their next steps of planning. And they're trying to put together what the hell is going on with these sharks. Because it doesn't seem like they were controlled by Yerks. And Marco says, maybe electromagnetic implants. And everyone is like, no, that's probably not. Again, I'm like, this is a James Bond book. This is James Bond. And they decide that they have to also get hammerhead shark morphs so that they can blend in, basically, and get in and see what's going on. So they say they're not going to go to the gardens, but Ocean World. And immediately, again, I'm back on my doxing the Animorphs bullshit. I'm immediately like, oh my God, the gardens is the San Diego Zoo. Ocean World is obviously SeaWorld. This is San Diego. No, the gardens has a roller coaster. The San Diego Zoo does not. Chill out.
I was also, the fact that hammerheads are the big species that we're focusing on this book gives you precisely 0 clues, because various species of hammerheads can be found literally on all coasts of the Americas.
God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's like very few in captivity. They're apparently very hard to keep in captivity. Hug House Anne and I have seen one at the Adventure Aquarium in Camden, New Jersey, which is a great aquarium. They have a hammerhead there, and it is so beautiful. They are such beautiful sharks, and they move. They're just so graceful. They're so lovely.
Yeah.
Ugh, love them. Love them.
Fascinating products of evolution.
Yes, yes. What the fuck? What the fuck? Love it.
And speaking of these beautiful creatures, Rachel wants to beat one up.
I love her. I love her so much.
Cassie is so appalled. And I'm like, Rachel, why is your way of mollifying your best friend in this moment to tell her that people eat sharks? That is not going to make Cassie more happy with what you've suggested.
No!
We were talking earlier about like the fact that this is a Marco book. If this was a Cassie book, it would be very different.
Very different.
Cassie's over here
very
like,
different.
Why am I the only one who's saying we shouldn't beat up animals to acquire them?
Why am I the only one who embodies one of these animals, experiences its lived experience, and comes away with empathy? What is wrong with all of you?
Seems like you guys are having a really bad time.
Yeah. So they figure, okay, I guess we might beat up the shark to
Yeah,
get its DNA, I
we'll
guess.
do what has to be done. Tobias is just like, yeah, whatever the fuck. Tobias did have a horrible experience with the last
Yes.
creature that he had to acquire a few chapters ago. So he's
Yes.
not really, he does not care.
No, no. So they're walking around ocean world, trying to get to this hammerhead shark, and they are found by a security guard, who has his flashlight on Axe, who is currently, because he just demorphed, in his Andalite form. And the security guard is like, the fuck is that? Hey, Captain. Hey, Captain, what the fuck is this? And the captain is like, yeah, so that's an Andalite. So clearly we're in controller territory right now. That whole interaction is
Great,
so funny.
great end of chapter. It was like,
Yes.
that is most definitely an Andalite. Oh no!
Oh no. So chapter 14, this captain is some lackey, and
We love an overconfident lackey, don't we,
we
folks?
love it. We love it. Especially an overconfident lackey who all he wants is to impress Visser 3.
Oh yeah, buddy, that's not going to work out the way you want it to.
No, and I love how aware everyone is except for this lackey in this book.
Yeah.
So this lackey is like, I'm gonna take you to Visser 3, I'm gonna be his best friend, I'm gonna get a promotion. And Axe is like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but
So here's the thing
here's the
about Visser
thing.
3.
So he's like kind of addicted to killing his best friends for
He
no reason.
loves his tail blades so much.
So much.
I do think that this is a really interesting passage because it is like this is stuff that the Animorphs have observed from a few months of
Yes.
interacting with the Yeerks, maybe at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like this is something that Yeerks understand
Yes.
about their power structure, but you still run up with against all of these like lackeys like this guy who are still very keen to get promoted because the fascist desire for power and control is so endemic to the way that they're socialized and the way that they've set up their empire.
Yes.
They're just cooked by their own need to get in better and cooler bodies and to be the ones wielding lethal force instead of being the one who it is wielded against. And that's
Yeah.
all it comes down to for them. And they just
Literally.
think that it's not going to happen to them until it does.
Yes, it's literally tigers ate my face. Like
Yep.
it's everybody
A
thinks
human
that,
boy in Tiger Morph ate my face.
Yeah. Like they all think that they're going to somehow acquire the right kind of power to make them impervious
Mhm.
to the kind of power grappling everybody does. And like, of course it's not. Of course you're not going to be the one right-hand man that Visser 3 doesn't think would be fun to
Mhm.
kill immediately. It's not going to happen for you, buddy.
It's like the to bring it back to DC Comics
Yes.
fandom. It's like the fandom discussion of like, okay, so what kind of person do you have to be to willingly sign up to hench for the Joker?
Yes.
How
Yes.
do you
yes.
think that that is going to work out for you personally in the short term?
Yes. Or the long term. I guess
Or
there
the long
won't
term.
be one.
The long term is going to be extraordinarily short for you, my friend. And the fact that you think that there's a longer term doesn't speak well to your self-preservation instinct.
Truly, truly, truly. It's exactly the same vibe. And I just love that Axe is like, you don't want it's not gonna go well, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
I love it. They're like, there is one pattern that Visser 3
Yeah.
has yet to interrupt.
I wasn't paying attention in space class. I was paying attention when Visser 3 killed every other person who talks like you do, dude.
Yeah, straight up.
Come on. Think, Mark.
Oh, so they're trying to there's a gun kerfuffle. This lackey has a gun and they're trying to distract him and the gun drops on the floor and goes off, which stop this, stop this, stop this. The lackey gets the gun
You were
back.
so terrified
I
that something was
was, I
going to,
was
like, somebody's just going to randomly get shot in the head and we're down an Animorph.
like truly anytime a normal human earth gun comes
Yeah.
up, I'm terrified. You you give me a Dracon beam, I'm like, whatever, whatever. You give me a human normal gun, and I'm like, they're gonna
No!
die.
Get out of there! Walter White in the back of the SUV. He's like, no! Marco!
The lackey is just like firing wildly. Aimless bang, bang, bang.
The self-preservation instinct, it's just not there.
It's just not there. It's just not there. It's just not there. So Cassie leads them to what winds up being a locked door. Axe opens it with his tail blade slash, and they are under the shark tunnel now, but they are trapped again in there. And Marco has an idea, as Marco is wont to have, and he says, "Okay, so we're kind of fucked, but we can actually breathe underwater sometimes."
If you get my
So,
meaning, friends.
yeah. So they axe specifically with his tail blade busts open the shark tunnel and it gets flooded. This is so fun. This is so fun. I love I love that this is like a typical like childhood fear. Like if you've ever been in a shark tunnel like that, you're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this thing, and I guess maybe for some people, not even childhood. But like you're like, that thing is gonna explode. I am gonna be encharkened and drowned right now. And I love that they're using it here for their benefit. I just think that's so
Yeah.
fun. I love when things like that get inverted. This is also something that I feel like Percy Jackson does pretty well. Um, just taking this fear and using it as like an opportunity instead,
Mm-hmm.
I think is great. Um, so they are being whooshed around. Uh,
Lots of great onomatopoeia
yes,
in this
yes,
section, especially.
yes. This is a very onomatopoeia heavy book.
This is a very onomatopoeia heavy series. Let's be real
That's
here, Will.
so true. That's
Well,
so
some of
true.
my like fondest memories. Again, I read these books sometimes with my mom aloud for bedtime story time,
Oh
and
yeah,
so one or the other of us had to make the sound effects because people
absolutely.
are firing Dracon beams.
Yes,
Somebody had to make Tobias's red-tailed hawk scream. Like,
yeah.
I,
My
the
favorite in this
onomatopoeia. Oh yeah.
chapter, my favorite in this chapter is Paloosh. It's so
And you can
good.
just see that comic book sound effect like
Yes, yes,
explode out like Batman 66.
yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Marco is being apprehended by a shark again because these fuckers, they just hate him, I guess. They just hate him.
They are zeroed in on Marco Flesh.
Yes, they can very literally smell his fear. Um, so he,
Oh, actually,
yes.
so here is maybe the most arguably the most significant K Applegate screw up in the
Ooh,
book. Hey Will,
yeah.
remember how Marco doesn't know how to swim?
Oh my God.
So Marco learned how to swim off screen at some point, and we just never saw that.
And like really well. Like really
Yeah,
well.
like fine, like well enough to survive whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah.
I can like really I can like picture Marco realizing how much of a liability it is to not know how
Yes.
to fucking swim
Yes.
after number 4 and doing that. But we do in fact never
Nev-
see that happen.
Nope.
But he can
Nope.
swim now. It's not a big deal.
It's fine. He's got this. So yeah, he's swimming away super fast. The shark is following lazily, being like, "I'm gonna eat you, but I'm not in a rush." Um, Marco, okay, this whole passage, I like do not know what the fuck is going on. I know, like, I understand it logically, but trying to picture it in my head, I have no fucking clue.
It
So,
did take me a couple of reads to like get a clear mental picture of just like what he's describing doing here in the ventilation
okay, I'm
shaft.
glad it's not just me. So, he escapes and he's in an AC vent, and there's a grate that he needs to pop out that he can't reach. So he pressure walks, which that I feel like I know what that is. That's like that,
Yeah, you're just
pushing
like
yourself.
bracing, yeah,
Yeah.
with your foot against one side and your back against the other.
Yes, which again, so fucking James Bond.
Yes.
Um so he's doing that, but his butt is still towards the water and
I
he
think the implication here is that the water has risen a little ways up into this vent space,
yes.
and that when he's like managed to push his canonically small body out of the water, but not quite enough so that his rear end is still in there, and he's kind of like sliding around for purchase, trying to get further up.
Okay, so he's like on his back,
Yes.
looking up into okay.
Yes, I think he's
Okay.
trying to like worm his way up towards that grate to maybe get out that way, but it's not really working, and he's slipping around and his butt's still in the water, and then the shark is right there.
Yeah, and he knows he's gonna fall. He's like, this is
Yeah, it's
not
like
gonna work.
this. None of this is planned out the way it
Nope.
was supposed to. Plan B.
Plan B. And his plan B is to be like, okay, well, fuck it. And he falls onto the shark, which disorients it. And then he's like, well, I guess I needed this DNA anyway. So he's
This is
on,
theoretically why we came here.
yeah. Again, he's really out here making lemonade. So he grabs the shark and gets the DNA. And when he surfaces again, he gets to the others and he's like, oh, hey, got the shark.
Everybody thought that he died.
Yes.
And then he shows up and he's like, hey, I caught one.
Yeah. They're like, Marco, we thought you died again.
For like the third time.
Mhm. So, chapter 16, um, Marco is like dreaming about the shark morph. He says, twice I dreamed about it. Both times in the dream, I was a shark, only I still had my own face. And both times, someone was doing something terrible. I can't remember what. I just remember thinking, oh man, that's awful. But in my dream, I was a shark. And so, whatever the terrible thing was, I was safe. I wish I could remember what the terrible thing was. I think it was maybe someone being killed. A woman's voice kept saying, help me, help me. I remember that much. But it was confusing because sometimes the voice would start yelling, help him, help him. So that's ominous.
I don't know
Uh,
what you mean, Will. Dreams don't mean anything in the Animorphs series.
they've never meant a thing. They've never, I would argue in literature overall, dreams insignificant.
Not a big motif, really.
No, no, no.
Right
No, no, no.
before this, he also has a line where he says, I wanted to morph that shark. I wanted to be it. I wanted to
Yes.
know what it felt like to be so relentless, so unafraid, so totally without emotion. Hey, it's probably fine that Marco craves freedom from his painful emotions,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
A
Yeah,
thing that is
totally.
normal to want and impossible to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it and it's not concerning. Um, and so in fact, he's like, well, hey,
So I got this shark morph.
yeah. And we have like a pool. at this school. So he,
That I can swim in now.
yeah, that I can swim in now that I know how to swim. Uh-huh. Um, so after school on Thursday, he stays late and he goes to the pool to morph the shark specifically so that he can stop feeling feelings.
Yep, there's no other reason.
No,
Nobody's
straight
there.
up,
He's not trying to accomplish anything. He
nothing.
wants to be the shark because he feels that sharks just don't have the feelings that he's going. Really, what he's describing is like kind of getting lost in the morph a little bit
Yes,
in
yes,
the
yes,
pool of his high school.
yes.
This is a
Uh,
terrible idea on a level that almost none, I would say, of the more frivolous, like morphing scenes in the books so far have been. Like,
no,
this is bad. And Marco was the one early on calling out,
yes,
being like, hey, Rachel is morphing to escape her feelings right
uh-huh,
now. Is anybody going to say anything about that? And now look where he is.
exactly. And it's like he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knows that he is
Yeah.
being willfully and intentionally self-destructive right now.
Yeah. I knew if
Um,
I didn't do it here, I'd do it in some even stupider place like my bathtub at home.
which
Oh, buddy, no.
no, also I think that would be better actually.
Arguably,
Yeah,
as awful as that idea is, it is better than morphing a shark in your high school pool.
yes. Because as he fucking does this, um
Immediately gets caught.
immediately gets caught by two bullies who are at the pool for reasons. Um,
He says that they're members of the swim team. So
sure.
I got the impression that these are just like, they don't really care that Marco is in the pool, but it's their pool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they want to give somebody some shit. They already have a cute bully nickname for him. They
Yes.
call him Marco Roni. Um, which, by the way, Marco has at one point said that he wouldn't confirm that Marco is his name. In this book, he says that he likes his name because it reminds him of Marco Polo. Um,
Yes.
so I think it's still unconfirmed whether Marco is his maybe real life name. But if it's not, that means that whoever Marco really is came up with a bully nickname that would be appropriate for his tormentors to call him, which is very Marco.
Watch, his actual name is just Mac.
Yeah. They're just straight up calling him macaroni.
Macaroni.
It's like, that's not even clever. It would be
It's
better if
not
it
even
was
good.
something. Yeah.
Not even good. I also feel like I'm not convinced that Marco wouldn't call himself Marco Roni. I think that
Yes.
is a name that he'd be like, "Hey, it's me, the Marco Roni." Like,
The macaroni.
yeah, like, come on, let's be so real right now.
He would make that joke if, like, the Yeerks were doing something that could end up in them getting eaten. And he was like, and
Yeah.
I do not want to be Marco
Marco
Roni.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Um, so yeah, so these bullies are like, "Hey, get out of the pool! It's our pool.
We're swimming here.
We're swimming here." Which is sure, sure. Um, and
Marco also describes as having the IQ of cheese, which I
yes,
think is a fun descriptor.
Marco-Roni and cheese. So, so Marco demorphs almost entirely except for his shark teeth, and he fully almost does a bite on Woo's
Yes.
throat. These
This
two bullies
is-
are Woo and Drake. Sure.
I think that this is also very quietly fascinating because Marco seems to be subconsciously controlling his morph,
Yes.
which is something that we don't really see any of the other cast do in
Except
situations. Except Cassie. Rachel did it like one time to
Yeah.
get out of that cage. But like, this is a case where Marco is kind of on autopilot and his instincts are informing how the morph goes.
Yes. And there's this like blending. of
Hmm.
control here where like Marco is like about to commit a murder, like a grisly
Hmm.
murder on a normal boy who's kind of a dick, but like in a normal boy way.
Yup. And
Uh
Marco's just looking at his arteries throb.
yes, yes, yes. It is so that's such an intense moment. And like
Yeah.
the like he's so close to doing it. And then luckily Jake shows up. I don't know why. I don't I don't know why he would think to be here, but I'll take it.
I
And
always pictured this pool as my high school pool, which had windows from the pool to one of the hallways outside. So I
mm,
always, it was interesting that I saw that you pointed this out in your notes. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't actually make a ton of sense. I never thought anything of it because of the way my school was set up, where you could just walk by the pool, see that people were in there or not in there, and then go in there. If that is how their pool is set up, it makes Marco's plan infinitely worse because then somebody can just walk by and see there's a shark in the pool.
yes.
But yeah, I don't know. Jake is just sort of around, I guess, keeping an
Yeah.
eye on people.
We had my high school didn't have a pool, but my junior high did, and they were very close together. So it was kind of just the pool that like the district
Yeah.
used for swimming class. And it was outdoors, and it was kind of its own like separate. It was like
Mm.
separated by like the parking lot, you know? So it
Oh,
was like a
sure.
bit of a ways away.
Oh,
So
yeah. So
this
for
makes
you,
more
Jake would have
sense.
had to go across the
Yeah,
whole
there would be
campus.
traversing here. And I was like, why? Sure, fine. This makes more sense. This makes more sense. Um, yeah, and Jake shows up and he's like, "Hey, so what the fuck is going on here? Could it not potentially?
Could nothing be happening here instead?
I'd prefer if it was nothing." Um, and luckily, Jake diffuses the situation. He gets Marco to demorph his fucking shark teeth. Uh, and he's like, "Hey, Marco, hey, buddy, maybe we sit the next one out because you're losing your fucking mind." And Marco is like, "No."
Maybe you'd better sit out this next mission, Marco. I laughed. Jake, you'd have to kill me to keep me away from that island.
Yep,
From the boy who didn't want to be here.
yep, yep, yep. From the boy who is constantly trying to not be here.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, that's what we then immediately get into at the beginning of chapter 17.
Yes, yes. So, chapter 17, they are going back to Royan Island. So now they're like being more careful. They know that the Yerks are here. And Jake pulls him aside to be like, "Hey, are you
Are you
good?"
like double dog dare sure?
Right. And Marco is like, "Why wouldn't I be fine? How do you know I'm not fine?" And Jake is like, "Well, you're not talking constantly and making jokes about how bad this fucking sucks and about how much you want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You're acting quiet and tense, and it's freaking everybody the fuck out." And Marco was like, I'm freaking everybody out because I'm not freaked out loudly. And Jake is like,
Yeah.
literally, yes. um,
You must perform a little better if you're going to be so performative all the
yes,
time.
yes.
He also actually, I missed this part when I was reading before, I think, but pursuant to what we were discussing earlier in the episode, Marco straight up says to Jake, "How is it going to help the others if I tell them maybe I have my own problems going on here?" He
Hmm.
literally can't imagine
No.
a world where it would be a good thing for him to be upfront with his friends about what's
Yes.
going on.
Which also, man, this really makes me think like, and I don't, I'm sure there's some projection going on here, but I wonder like how Marco's dad dealt with Marco having feelings around the death of his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wonder if a lot of this is because he had to learn that his feelings needed to be deprioritized
Yeah,
for people like his dad.
yeah. Because his dad was not in a position where he was ready to yet reciprocate any of the really intense emotions that his son was feeling.
Right,
And
right.
if Marco doesn't have a place at home to do that with the remaining adult that he has to take care of him
Yeah,
theoretically and rely on, absolutely he's not going to do it to his friends who he knows are just trying to muddle through, and much
right.
less once they get caught up in all of this and he's thinking about how they have their own stuff probably going on and he's not going to add to that. And yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Marco. Oh, my sweet baby. Oh, character of all time. So Marco does respond to all of this by saying, "Well, I'll try harder to be entertaining," which is so good. And Jake is just like rolling his eyes, being like, "Oh my God, please." Poor, poor weary Jake.
He does not get a break
No,
even
no,
once.
not even once, not even once. And Jake is like, so maybe do we just fucking, yeah, do we tell the others? And of course, this is when Marco is like, yeah, why possibly would I ever do this? And this is when he says, I'd rather have somebody hate me than pity me. And Jake
Yeah.
is like, no one hates you. What the fuck are you talking about? And he
Jake
says,
having the appropriate reaction to that. It was like, what do you
yes,
mean hate you? What the fuck?
yes,
And Marco's like, no, that's the point. I don't care
right.
about that. I care about the
The
pity.
pity,
And you know
right.
that that'll happen, right? And Jake is like, well,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
says Jake didn't have an answer to that,
yeah.
which like also just like a good characterization moment for Jake that he
Mm-hmm.
is not gonna fucking lie to his friends.
Yes.
He is
Yes.
not gonna just placate them. I love that. I love that. And Rachel is like, "Hey, are you done not shutting up? Can we fucking go? I have violence to do."
I have a catchphrase to say, god damn it.
Yeah. And Marco puts on his like, "It's so insane that we're doing this." I'm scared. This is crazy.
Are you happy now?
Yeah. Are you happy now? He says directly to Jake, and Jake fucking ignores him.
He'll get over it.
Yeah. So they're about to morph the hammerhead shark. Cassie is reminding everybody, like, hey, new morphs, new instincts, everybody be alert. Um, Marco brings up the ants again. Everybody just agrees that the ants were hands down the worst. Which of course they were. Of course they were one of the most fucked up things I've ever read in my life. Um, but
It's
they
just
are,
shorthand for them at this point.
yes, truly, it truly, truly, never go in ant mode again. Um, so they are okay, so they say that they're right now four humans, a bird, and an andalite. And Marco is like, well, this is a weird fucking crew. Um, and he's, he's being cute, he's being fun. He calls her Xena as he does. Um, but he's wow, in this book, he really does not like really pay any mind to Rachel. That's
Mm-hmm.
how fucked up Marco is. It's
He's
he's
not
not
riffing on
even
Rachel.
pining. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, this is the more of the Marco that one of the things that I forgot was just how many like season one Sokka jokes that he
yes.
makes about how girls go gaga for kids or whatever. And I'm
Yes.
like, man, you have so many bigger fish to fry and you don't even know it yet.
Truly. Fish to fry, maybe literally.
Heyo.
Ayo. So they start going off to Royan Island, and he he is trying not to think about his mom being there. And he says, I tried to shove both images aside. That's him thinking about Visser 1 and Visser 3, and he says, but as I felt the morph begin, I thought, I'm coming to save you, Mom. And I also thought, I'm coming to destroy you, Visser 1. Oh,
There it is. That's
God.
that's Marco.
That's
That's
Marco.
that's his mission statement now.
Yes, yes, yes. This is such a good depiction of like your character needs two completely conflicting
Mm-hmm.
motivations.
Mm-hmm.
So good, so good. Um, he does say that everything on sharks is triangles,
Yeah.
which is just a great way of saying that. Um, he talks about how shark are covered with millions of tiny teeth, to which it must be said, sharks are completely smooth from all directions. Sharks are smooth as hell.
Yep.
Do you know
I
about
don't know
this?
what I don't know what Marco's talking about here.
Yeah,
Sharks are smooth as fuck.
yeah, completely
Uh,
smooth from all directions.
can I just say, I one of my favorite versions of that sort of like sharks are smooth as fuck is the post that's been going around Tumblr for ages, I think at this point, of the change.org petition to get a bunch of people to stick their fingers in the barrels of guns so they can't fire. And everybody be like, no, what are you fucking, you stupid Americans? You don't even know that guns would blow your finger off if you put them. And then somebody like coming back, is like, it's been 4 years and I've thought about it a lot. And I'm pretty sure that the finger would block the bullet.
Yeah, this is hands down my favorite kind of internet trolling.
Yeah.
I think it's so fucking funny to just act so stupid, but like really dedicated to it and watch people just make themselves so angry. It's so funny to me every single time. I love it. I love it. We get the breakdown of the full morph, and then as he is like getting towards the end of the morph, he is like moving because sharks can't be still. That's another shark thing that I think is true.
Shark fact.
Shark fact. And he says, restless, relentless, eternal movement. I felt my fear leave me. I felt my anger leave me as well. My every emotion and feeling simply lifted away, and I was glad because now I was clear. Now I saw the world with perfect simplicity, perfect understanding. The world, you see, is nothing but prey. Good Lord, Marco. Good Lord, my boy. Good Lord, my boy. My boy, my boy. This is not better. This is not better. This is not better.
And it's such a beautiful, like, this is why Animorphs is like the distinction between genre and literature is non-existent. If you
Yes.
want to make a distinction between anything and literature, this is what makes Animorphs fucking literature,
Yes.
is the way in which the morphs become extensions of all of these characters' arcs and their
Yes.
needs and their fears, or their lack thereof. And this for Marco of like being completely torn apart with emotion from the get-go is finally at peace here in the most
Yes.
fucked up way possible.
Yeah, by embodying the thing that literally physically tore him apart earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yes, totally agree. This discussion of like genre fiction is not literature. I've talked about it before. Y'all know I think it's the dumbest shit in the world, but yes, exactly. Like this is the kind of thing where if I had to make the case, this is the kind of thing I would point to. I would point to this whole fucking book and be like, "You tell me. You tell me." And they would be like, "This is James Bond with aliens." And I would be like,
Yeah.
"You have a point, however, you're wrong."
Yeah. And you made the point earlier in this series that I mean, Slaughterhouse Five is
Literally.
a world
Literally.
war with aliens and time travel. And
Yes.
where are we right now? Anyway,
Yes, 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 exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You can you can talk shit about genre fiction all you want, But you better say that to the ghost of Vonnegut and he will
Yeah.
laugh. He will laugh at you.
And then I'm going to hand you a mass market paperback about a boy who turns into a shark.
Yes, and you're gonna love it. So, Marco has smelled some blood, and chapter 18 basically starts with this like treatise about sharks being killing machines, etc. This is like kind of 101 shark
Yeah.
anti-shark propaganda.
This is the part that I was thinking of earlier when I said I kind of give that a pass for this
Yeah.
book because
Yeah.
it is Marco bringing so much of his own baggage to
Yeah.
the shark. And he's projecting onto the shark so hard
Yes.
that, like, yeah, okay, you're going to get a certain amount of what you want out of this animal brain if that's how you're already expecting to feel out of it, then yeah, I feel like Marco is playing up some of the base like lack of animal emotion to like really burrow into here.
Yeah, I feel like if he could telepathically communicate with other sharks and like express this, they would be like, "What
He's
the
like,
fuck? No,
hey
that's
man, why don't
just
you go
you."
hunt over there?
Yeah. Can Do you need a shark therapist? We can find you somebody. This is not normal.
That being said, I'm also sure that getting driven into a violent frenzy by the evidence of your own suffering isn't an allegory for anything in this
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So he realizes, oh my God. So he realizes, where's that blood smell? Blood smell. Let's go to blood smell. And then he realizes it's from his own hand. It's from his own hand. It's his own blood.
He
Like,
just sort of cut his hand absent-mindedly when he was
yes,
starting the morph, and he didn't really think about it because he was thinking about his trauma. So
yes.
instead, he just smells how hurt he was when he's a shark, and it
Oh,
drives him and the rest of the team briefly crazy.
yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Again, literature. Literature. This book is so
I need a paper bag.
good. Truly. Okay, so Marco now has to tell the others to calm the fuck down because it's his blood. Oh my God. And he says it took a few minutes.
Yeah, of
Oh
everybody
my
just
God.
circling around him, smelling his blood, and him trying to tell everybody what's actually going on.
Oh God. Um, he says that Tobias dealt with it the easiest, and he thinks that this is because maybe Shark Brain and Hawk Brain aren't that different. Maybe same with Axe, because Axe handles it pretty well too. Cassie, when she comes back, she says, "Yikes."
That's one word for it, baby
That,
girl.
yeah, kind of single-minded, aren't they? She says, God, God. So now that they are normal again, they're swimming around the island again. They're going back towards the hologram for the underwater
Yeah.
facility. And
And Marco has another line here.
yes, please.
Sorry,
Mhm.
where he's thinking about how the shark brains work. It knew what it wanted, and there
Mm.
is a terrible strength in knowing what you want and having no doubts.
Yeah.
Hey, Will,
Yeah.
keep that line in mind for the rest of the series, why don't you?
Okay. Great. I'll hold on to that one. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it won't ever hurt me. I'm
It's
sure it
not
won't
gonna be a
ever
big
hurt
deal,
me.
buddy.
God. Okay, so I'm so nervous. So they go up to the facility. They're just like kind of having an easy time, honestly. They're looking through the porthole and seeing that there's like rooms in there. There's cubicles. Like there's a whole operation going on. Um, the guard sharks are not paying them any mind at all. They are fitting right in. So they are gonna swim through one of these big hatch doors and see what's up. And Axe reminds them, like, The Lyrans are psychic. He says at close range. We still don't really know what that means.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he wasn't really specific about what kind of range before, but he
right.
seems pretty sure that it's not infinite. So,
Yeah, that's great. That's great that we know it's not infinite. And then right at the end of chapter 18 here, he says, "This was the point where I'd normally make a joke. But just then I saw a woman entering the private office. She was distorted by the convex glass, by the water, and by my own water-oriented shark's eyes. But I knew her, and I forgot to find something funny to say." Ugh,
mm,
God.
incredible. Incredible line.
Incredible. So good. So good. So good. This book
Will
truly
also
was crafted
forgot.
to hurt me.
Will also forgot to find something funny to say when Visser 1 showed up, but for a different reason.
True. True. I was just speechless.
Hey,
So,
Visser, I loved you in Modern Family.
yeah. Yeah, I watched the show for one reason, and it wasn't the writing. So they are going to get in through the guard sharks. Two of the three hatches are open right now, so they can just kind of like pick one. They say eeny, meeny, miny, mo, heads or tails, one potato, two potato, and Axe is like, what are you talking about?
What is going on?
What does this mean?
Somebody tell Axe idioms.
Anything. Get this point. Any context, please.
They gave him one random world almanac, year
Yes,
unknown,
yes,
and then they just sort of left it at that. These
yes,
children are allergic to doing research, except Cassie.
yes. I will forever be pissed that it wasn't at least like a
Yeah.
dictionary. God, God. So they're going through one of these doors. There's a big tunnel. They're swimming around and they're like looking at this facility, taking stock of things. And they realize that they're not really going to be able to see anything more if they're in shark morph. Um, but they don't know what else they can do. So there's like an open air area that they get to after the tunnel where this facility actually is. There's like rafters and things overhead. So they think that they are going to basically get out, demorph, and then morph to flies, except for Tobias. He does not have a fly morph. Um, and uh, a red tail hawk is also not a great option. Not very subtle.
Hey, how'd that bird get into this underground facility? Underwater
Underwater,
facility?
like it's a Home Depot down
Yeah.
there. But then there is an alarm, and they're like, "Oh shit!" They know that we're here. Oh my God! But the sharks, the hammerheads, just swim right past them, and they can hear the sound of a door opening. So they're like, yeah, these are not normal sharks. Yeah, we know. We know. They follow the sharks. Um Marco is cracking jokes, which is something. But they realize they're like being basically led into like a single file line of sharks. And Tobias is like, are they about to slaughterhouse us? Like, is that? And
Should
they're
we
like,
be worried?
yeah, should we be worried about this? And then steel claws reach down and grab Marco, and they hold him, pull him up out of the water. He sees that there's a line in front of them, and there's a conveyor belt of hammerhead sharks. They're all hanging. Again, this is so James Bond shit.
Yeah.
Um, and there's human controllers and Hork-Bajirs like off to the side manning some equipment. They look bored. Um, and then he watches as like a few sharks ahead of them A long, thick needle appears and plunges into the back of the shark's head. And Marco is like, oh, we gotta fucking bail right now. Right now. But it's moving too fast. They can't get away. And Cassie is like, maybe it's just a vaccine.
Vet brain alert! Vet brain alert!
That brain alert!
No, Cassie, the Yerks do not care about making sure you're up to date on your shots.
No, no. And then, oh God. And then there's a drill. There's a drill
This is a
involved.
horrifying scene.
This is so fucking scary. It's so fucking scary. I hate this. And like truly, truly again, like another just one of the scariest scenes in the series so far. Um, and all of this happens to Cassie.
Yeah,
And Jake is like, "Are you good?" And she's like, "I guess." And then it happens to Marco, and he's like, "Okay, okay, I survived, and it hurt, but like I don't really care because I'm a shark. Um, so I guess it's fine." And then, then they're hit with the pain. Huge, huge, huge pain. It says he felt like his brain was exploding, like some mad animal was trapped inside his head, trying to claw its way out. He's like thought speak screaming, so is Cassie. Um, and then there is a loud reverberating sound, and the pain stops and is completely replaced with a wave of pleasure. And he says it was like the taste of prey in my shark mouth, the ultimate shark pleasure. Um, and then they're all like, "Ooh, this is actually so nice. Actually, this was awesome what they just did to us. This was so good."
hey, is this a safe place to be mildly horny?
Absolutely.
So I don't. Most like a lot of this book, a lot of this series takes things that I like hypnosis a lot. Okay, mind control is a great thing.
Hell yeah.
Um, I can't extend that to the Yeerks so much because that's it's just not sexy to me.
Yeah.
There's a little bit too much actual horror in being a controller, but very specifically here, getting brain chipped so that somebody controls when you have pleasure spikes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's all I'm
It's
gonna say
pretty
about that,
awesome.
and we can just continue along.
Just keep going. We
But
can just keep going.
that is if anybody cares, exactly the flavor of freak that I'm at.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So they're like, so what the fuck actually is just happened? What the fuck is this? Cassie says that it's the Yerks, that they've altered the brains, and that's why the sharks like work together in tandem, that they're mutating the shark brains, and she says we just got the first treatment. Um, and Axe says that the only reason they would do this is to alter the brains to make them able to accommodate a Yerk for the Yerk to enter them because the shark brain is actually too small. And Marco did comment that his shark brain was starting to feel smarter, or as my PDF says, Cernarder. Uh, it's a really great, I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's a really great, like, clearly this was like visually transcribed incorrectly because it's
Oh,
an R and an
yeah.
N. Like it looks like smarter, but it's
Yeah.
Cernarder. It's
Yeah.
very funny. Um,
That's how sharks spell the word smarter.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's
Smarter.
not great at spelling quite yet. Um, and Marco says, okay, so they're trying to make basically an aquatic Hork-Bajir. Because we need another killing machine. And if you need anything underwater, the Hork-Bajir can't do it. They're not aquatic. So sharks. So
And
sharks.
this is where the book goes from not just being some James Bond shit to be like Visser 1 being Dr. Evil,
Yes.
actually.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
making
Exactly.
freaking hammerhead sharks with freaking laser beams cauterizing their freaking heads.
I think this is maybe exactly what I was thinking. What I was thinking James Bond was it actually just Dr. Evil. Oh, I've been meaning to. I know this is gonna sound insane. I've been meaning to actually go back and rewatch Austin Powers. I feel like parts of it have held up really well. Parts of it obviously have fucking not.
Not
Um,
even a little, but
Not
I
even a
mean,
little.
Beyonce's in the third one.
Oh my
Can't
God,
be all
that's
bad.
so true. That's so true. And she did such a bad job. She was really bad in that movie. Um, yes, yes. Ridiculous films. Maybe there's fun there. Maybe there's fun there. I like that he
I
was thrilled at the idea of potentially communism winning. I think that's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, right, yes. I do think about Mike Myers saying, "You see, my Rinky was a key all this time. Isn't that weird?"
Stupid ass
Millennial
movie.
earworms.
Yes, yes.
This is to bring us back down to Earth.
Yes.
This is so I will go to bat here for this as the biggest point in favor of number 14's horse controller shenanigans. Because Rachel does point out earlier when they're having this conversation about what are the Yeerks up to, says, are they trying to infest the sharks? We did this whole thing with horse controllers last week.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, everything else aside, yes, nothing really mattered
Yes.
in that book, but it does narratively set up the concept where now the Yeerks are not just concentrating on infesting humans on Earth. They've expanded their operations. They are looking at other creatures on this planet to potentially infest. And they did it
Yeah.
with horses for reasons. But now they're doing it with sharks for very specific reasons that could have like a big impact on what the rest of this war looks like that our heroes are not even privy to up to now.
Yeah, absolutely. And like there's like tactical implications here
Mm-hmm.
that we haven't even considered. Like I hadn't even considered aquatic warfare being a focus.
Yeah.
Like that there's crazy implications there. And if their focus isn't just on the humans, like if they're trying because typically they go for like the most sentient, useful species, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they've got this, like, and where could they take this? Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
so many questions, and I like that feeling of like they're more out of their depth about what the Yerk's plans are than they realize.
Yes.
It's a
That
nice way of
yes.
like upping the stakes without doing it so overtly.
Yes, I completely agree. And I think that's the case again for this spot in the series where we're at right now. The team and the reader, we know just enough to again realize how little we really know. And every time the squad finds out new information about something, it opens up 13 new avenues for questions that nobody is there to answer for them.
Yeah, yeah, love that.
Nevermorphed is hosted, edited, and produced by Will Williams. Our theme music is The Chase by Joey Hendricks. Our title is by Eddie Feely, and this podcast would not exist without Mike Schubert's podcast, Potterless and the Newest Olympian. You can find his works at shub.es, that's shub.es. Nevermorphed is a proud member of Hug House Productions. You can find more at hughouse.productions and follow us on Tumblr at Nevermorphed. Get morphin'!